Hello my crafty friends, it's Krista here from Second Chance Creation. Take 2. Here I was thinking it was recording, and it was, but you only saw half it. What's the use of that? Unbelievable. So the package has been opened. I received some beautiful, nice little surprise, bit of happy mail, and from Chrissy Phillips. Now, I'm not sure whether Chrissy still has a YouTube channel. I'll have to check. But I know she has an Etsy store. And lovely lady. She lives in Victoria here in Australia. She's in the group of Junk Journal Junksters Down Under. I'm going to leave a link to her Etsy store below. She makes some beautiful, colourful junk journals. Very creative. And she's also a bit of a painter too. So she's got some artistic things in there as well. So pop over and have a peek and give her a like on the Etsy store. So yeah, so I've already opened it, and it's got some lovely goodies in here. Chrissy makes some great little fabric clusters, and I only just made some a few days ago, so they'll go in my stash as well. And she gifted me with some more Tim Holtz paper dolls. There's a few here that I don't have. I don't have her. And yeah, there's quite a few. I don't have him. I definitely don't have those and those. They always come in handy, don't they? I'm only just starting to use them. And because I bought them when I visited my brother late last year, and I had the opportunity to go to Spotlight, and they were on special. So yeah, so thank you very much. And here are some of the fabric clusters that she's just put together. Yes, you know, I'm thinking of, because I've made a few myself, just putting it all together and making it into a sort of like a real junky, grungy sort of journal. Whether I should just dunk all these in coffee and coffee dye them. Now that'll be different, wouldn't it? With buttons and everything. I should try that. And yeah, and they would look really good if you stitched them all together. Probably hand stitch them, maybe machine stitch, not sure. I'll have to have a little experiment with them. But thank you very much, Chrissy. It was a bit good. It's always a surprise. You know, I wasn't down, just was a bit flat when it, and so that cheered me up for the dates. I think it's contagious. Hubby was a bit flat, and so I was a bit flat, so we had a sort of a real wonderful day that day. So today, so thank you very much. And there's a bit of a story to this, because I had to really chuckle. I went to the post office this morning, and Chrissy had a down day a while ago, and I mentioned I have something that might put a smile on her face. And you know what? Life got in the way, and I totally forgot. So I'm sorry, Chrissy. So I ducked over to the post office this morning, and the postie this afternoon delivered your happy mail. So that must have been ESP, I think. So what I've been doing is, I've been, when I'm sort of a bit flat and I don't have much of creativity in me, you know, I just get scraps out and just start altering. And I needed some little booklets, and a lot of you ladies probably know these. IGA had these running last year, or was it this year? Oh no, this year, January. And I kept them. No, I didn't win. Bummer. But anyway, and I kept them, and I've joined them with some masking tape and made little booklets. Also good old Bunnings paint swatches, paint cards. I've kept them as well. Every time I go to Bunnings, I pick up an extra couple. So, and of course, our old business cards. Our surname is Neil, and so we called ourselves Neils on Wheels, because we've travelled around Australia and worked. We didn't get quite to the Northern Territory and over to Broome, or the middle, but we got, you know, a fair bit around. So, and they're irrelevant now. So I've made a little booklet out of those as well. And I do believe it's this one, I think. I think it was this one. Yep. So here's one of the booklets I made. Covered it with some fabric that I have. And just inside with coffee dyed paper. Use scraps, hence the join here. Little belly band, and I had this tag here, and I thought, yep, fits perfectly. Colour's good. This one I didn't stitch around. Didn't need to. This one is from registration cards from our bait stations, and yeah, so I've used the last one, and I made a little flip and covered that with decoupage napkin, bit of cheesecloth, and I cut out a circle, same cloth as this, had this bunch of ladies in there. So yeah, so that's that one. This one was, what was that one? Paint swatch is still the paint swatch. I made a little specimen booklet just there, and I covered it with a magazine paper, magazine page, but it was white, so I made sure that I just inked it all up. Used a bit of scrap. Oops, let me put that in. Used a bit of scrap from this on the spine, okay, and the front inside cover, I've used one of those fussy cutouts of a flower, you know, inked it a little bit, and then I've popped in a page in such a way that is an actual flip out. But you know, it's great because they are flat. We all make these things, don't we? And I actually stitched around this one just like I did with this. Okay, I'll just have to check my camera because on the phone, oh yeah, okay. And I got carried away, and I've made another one in cloth, stitched around it. It has nothing in it. I used a couple of old invoices, the backing, and this one just had a word on it, which is okay. And here's another one, bit of fabric, and this is from the same piece of fabric that this one comes from. Stitched around it. Here is a piece of handmade paper. This little piece here is the same fabric from here. This will be my next, well, it's in the making of another journal. Hint, hint, hint. But look at these tiny little press studs. They are very, very old, and they are rusty. You know, look at the paper. How cool is that? And they just pop in there. They can be used for anything. And just put a piece of scrap paper in there. And they're flat. Okay? So that's what I've done for those. That's my little... And I do these when... Not so much... I've never lost my mojo in crafting. I probably got more of a like a brain park, where your brain parks for a while, and you know, you don't know which way to go, or you don't feel like crafting, and then I go outside and go in my garden, and then my ideas come. So the garden always helps me. All right, now this is a sneak peek. I've made 2 grunge journals. One is called Buttons and Bows, and this is this one. It turned out a bit of an alligator mouth. Okay, there's some really old vintage buttons here, and I've used corrugated cardboard. So yeah, so that's one. Another sneak peek. This one's called the Sewing Box, and I've used real pearl head needles, some very old sewing thread, and yes, I actually bought a digital kit, second one in my life. So yes, and there's a little story to this, so sneak peek, and that will be my next video. So I'm not sure whether I'll do that tonight or whether I'll do that in the next couple of days. So keep an eye out for that one. Yes, until next time. I hope it's raining at your way. It's raining here, if you can call it that. It's drizzle. It's a bit annoying. We really need it a bit stronger than that, but that's how it goes. So, happy crafting. If you get a moment like me sometimes, just, you know, do some altar paper clips, or just get some scrap and just let the mind flow to do anything. The mojo will come back. But it wasn't so much the mojo. I think I was just flat. And we went away, which was good. Recharged the batteries. So, okay. See you next video. Bye for now.